All right, red-green Shamans and Historic. This deck, if you haven't seen it before, is actually pretty explosive. So Rage Forger is kind of the cornerstone card they added to this format to make Shamans pretty playable. It says when it enters the battlefield, you put a 1/1 counter on each other Shaman you control. And whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it attacks, it deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. This synergizes in a very powerful way with Harmonic Prodigy. That says whenever a Shaman or Wizard you control triggers, you get to trigger it an additional time. So if you have this out, and you drop this into play, it gives all of your other Shamans +2/+2, and then you deal 2 damage per attack when you do it. Harmonic Prodigy also works very well with things like Burning-Tree Emissary, Faceless Agent, and Seasoned Pyromancer. And one of the things that this deck does that's really impressive is Agent, Pyromancer, Company, and Visionary actually make this deck grind pretty well through people that are looking to go long because it has lots of cards that replace themselves with other cards. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it feels today. We played this deck a little while back in Historic. I'm interested to see how it feels in a post-memory lapse world. I'm not 147. Thanks for the year and a half, by the way. I think I almost missed that one. We're doing a ramp up. This is fine. Not amazing, but fine. Has some curve of entry as a collected company. If we flood a little bit, Seasoned Pyromancer lets us filter. Nice. Think about this versus a Jund list for Judith. I think splashing in aggro decks in Historic is pretty far from free. In general. Your mana will get markedly worse. All aboard the train to Value Town. Block the 1/1, take 3. I think we just YOLO the Coco next turn. It's the most resource efficient play. Dece, maybe even Dece plus. I like when our deck cooperates and lets us do the thing. All aboard the pain train shit. They're just dead to Rage Forger triggers next turn, right? This is 12. Bye, friends. Yeah, they're mousing over our cards, figuring that out now. All right, well, if they're not conceding, I'm gonna try and hit some more Rage Forgers here. It's like a pretty solid turn 5. Save targets, always yes, always yield when, Magic Arena. So anyways, we started blasting. You may fire at will. Pew pew, pew pew pew. Do I want removal in this matchup? Or do we just, like, click submit? I'm kind of feeling a click submit kind of mood. If I'm being honest. Feels like some big click submit energy here. We could, like, board in Bone Crushers and, like, Abrades, maybe. Sure. Yeah, the Ruinblasters are for control. Because Harmonic Prodigy lets you kill 2 lands with them. So you get to double Stone Rain people for 4 mana. Yeah, that's a good descriptor of this. This deck is brutal and best of 1 for people. For sure. Hey, welcome back, alls. This is incredibly rude. What did the control player ever do to me? Where should I start? Get the audacity of our opponent to interact with us like this. Yikes. Hey, thanks for the prime, old man Swede. I appreciate the 25 months. Welcome back. You're questioning the Ruinblasters. You've never drawn that card 3 turns in a row, and it shows. I probably want to start diversifying what has power at this point, right? Something being a 5/5 versus a 4/4. Would they choose with Bodyguard? I don't know, something irrelevant. So we'll do this to start. Coco and see where we go from there. I'd encourage you to check out Meta Monday from yesterday if you didn't see it, where we talk about what Historic has looked like and give my thoughts on it post-memory lapse. Yeah, that'll be one of the things too. Another reason why I split off the Pokemon Unite stuff into its own channel is the main channel will be a little bit less busy now too. So it'll be easier to find stuff. I was uploading a lot of stuff all to the same spot before that. Alright, this is fine. We'll just draw a second Rage Forger next turn and then we'll kill them. We're actually playing against Donald Trump as a Magic deck right now. Our opponent's playing mono white aggro. So we're going to have 1/2/2 left after this attack. To the 20 months, Wicked Zen. Man, we even drew the second Rage Forger. Big sad. Alright, that's fine. We'll get game 3 on the play. The aggro motto, chat. I'll take game 3 on the play. Well, to be fair, if he wanted it to be a walls deck, Trump wouldn't be a walls deck so much as a deck that, like, talks about walls a lot, but doesn't actually really have any or build anything meaningful. And the few that it does build would have to have really low defense because they fall over frequently or are scaled very easily. Yeah, walls pay off without any actual walls. Okay. Ascian's hand is fine. Prodigy into Visionary on Mulligan. I don't have any Bone Crushers in the main deck. They're in the sideboard for when we want to be interactive. But if I'm being honest, I don't know if there's times where we want to be interactive. Wow, them not having a removal spell for this right away is great. That's also just like isn't an amazing 2-drop for them. We're gonna gas up super hard next turn if we get to untap with our board. Please just play a 3-drop creature. Oh man. Well, this is fine. We still get to commit stuff to the board and gas up a bit. Dear opponent, please don't interact with me. Just play crappy white creatures out. No interaction for you. Okay. We take those. You ready to rage against the machine, chat? Oh no, not Esper Sentinel. How will we ever win the game now, chat? Oh no, don't attack me. Oh no. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Never Not DM. It's such a great bite-sized game. The 10-minute games aspect of Pokemon Unite is super appealing, and the 5-minute quick games. The 5-minute games are perfect to play with the boys, because their attention, even when they like something, their attention span isn't super long. Rage against that machine, that non-political band, yeah. It is a great spectator. I watch a lot of Unite on Twitch. Yeah, it is too. Like when I watch Unite stuff on Twitch, it's like, oh, this game's gonna take exactly 10 minutes so I can go do this thing that I need to do right after it's done and not be late. Yeah, the Rage, you can tell that Rage Forger was a card that was designed before Magic Digital started working with Magic card designers. If Rage Forger was designed today and they wanted this similar effect, I would bet large amounts of money it would be templated slightly differently to be more eloquent in digital. They don't actually, Ferndo. So they added, when they released on mobile at levels 10, 12, and 14, which are very easy to get to on your account. Even my kids are at them at this point, playing very minimally. They give you items that max an item to 30. So being completely free to play, it's easy to get a play set of items for a character to maximum. And they also throw extra tickets at you past that to get things to 20 very reasonably, but it's very quick to get a set of things to 30. Maybe I should have held this to discard the land to Seasoned Pyromancer to make a token. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done here. Really small thing, but it's a mistake that's gonna add up on me, I think. So there's both Ninity. At below 10, they give you 3 items that max. They give you 3 things that max an item for just a week. And then at levels 10, 12, and 14, you get ones that permanently max them. They give you like sampler items basically, so you can try out items that you might want to max, and they give you items that let you permanently do it. Yeah, so if you're someone that was put off by the price to get into Unite competitively, it's actually 0 now, basically. If you play a little bit, you'll be it. Yeah, and they were consumer friendly, and if you use the max upgrades on things you already put points into, you get the points back out. This was an incredible draw, so I get to go Harmonic Prodigy into BTE into Faceless now. Kradash, thanks for the half a year. Welcome back. All right, how do I... If I put a stop here, does it let me pick? It does not. So I wanted... I guess I'm not going to draw Llanowar Elves here, so it doesn't matter, right? So I'm going to draw 2 Shamans guaranteed. Easy offer on this trade in the way they take it. Would full control do it? Maybe. I actually don't know. I play Magic Arena 30 to 40 hours a week, and I don't know. Opponent is popping off. They have another Lord here. So I think we Visionary to start, because it gives us 2 shots at Rageforger. Is Faceless good enough to be part of most tribal decks now? I don't think so. But it's definitely good enough in this deck, because our deck is basically just looking for ways to find more Rageforgers. In a deck like Elves, for example, where your deck's incredibly redundant, I don't know that I think it's strictly required there. But here we just want to keep drawing stuff, so we just want to get to this card, right? This is all we want. If they have another Tricky Dick, we could be in trouble next turn. They don't have another piece of interaction. Are they dead here? They just misclick and not untap their land. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 1 point short. Is that real life? I think I'm 1 point short, right? But they have to chump block with everything too, so that's fine. I believe we're 1 point short here. But they lose their board, and we're at 11. Let's get linear, linear. I like to be linear. Let's get into linear. Maybe we should play best of one. Click submit. Do 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 do. Hey, maybe we should just be playing best of one, huh? And against these other creature decks, that I just want to race them. Our racing seems so good. We just put 15 lands on the sideboard. Yeah. So we've attacked with Harmonic there? Yeah, probably. Nah, probably not. The extra blocker is probably better, you're right. They curve out with Lord Seer. We're gonna be a little bit slow. I think this is good for us. That have interaction besides Trickster. Yeah, post board, I'd assume they do. Like things like Brazen Borrower, sometimes they play green fight spells. Yeah, Reach can tap things is a good shout. I could have Aether Gust post board here as well. this might be wrong. I shocked myself a little bit low. Yeah, I think that's probably an accurate assessment of the matchup, Simon. You just run over their slower draws. Get spike another Rage Forger off this Faceless Agent. Alright. Yeah, very heads-up play from the opponent here, using the Trickster to diddle us off the Archaeomancer. Harmonic? Well, that could be a Harmonic. I don't think we quite have lethal here, right? Slightly above average turn. Does this force double jumps? It only forces single jump, right? So I'm dead to a... Maybe I'm not supposed to attack there, because I'm dead to an Aether Gust or removal spell now, or Trickster, yep. Yeah, opponent played this game really well, and I did not. That's fine, we get to be on the play for game 3. We were on the draw that game, chat. We were on the draw that game. For the follow, Ivan. That was a good game of Magic. Some good back and forth, some good combat. So I really just want to draw a land next turn or the turn after. Am I supposed to Seasoned ditch a Rage Forger here? I'd rather ditch the second Rage Forger than the first Collected Company, right? I could also just Rage Forger this turn, but that seems worse than discarding one. I added a land before we started too. Went up to 24. Comes the beach sometimes. Come on, just tap out for me. Thanks. Appreciate you. Is it greedy to company here? Yes, but also we should. Yeah, we could, if we hit a BT, we go crazy, right? Think I'm just chilling. Franco's World, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. I appreciate it. I don't really want to attack and trade this for like a Kumena speaker and 2 points of damage. This is the only shaman that could attack. Yeah, I agree. I think we go bigger here. We're looking for a diddler. They did not find a diddler, so they're diddler. No diddler, they're diddler. Hey, diddle diddle. The merfolk and the fiddle. The shaman jumped over the board. Rage Forge. This is, if you're looking for something to ladder quickly and efficiently with, I think this deck is an excellent choice. Do we want to switch to best of one? Nah. Nah, it's fine. We're a best of 3 stream. Yeah, this deck has some parallels to Angels, but the reason why I think this deck's actually better than the other tribal decks as far, like I think this deck is a better version of Elves, for example, is these types of cards that you get to play. The fact that Collected Company isn't the only card advantage this archetype plays is a big deal. Yeah, this deck's ability to grind is often impressive. I think we won more than we lost with the blue-black deck, for reference. All right, chat. Who's prepared? Who's prepared to get Clarion next turn, fam? I know I am. All in. These are my chips. They're in the center of the table. Your move, Yugi boy. No whammy, 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 no whammy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, no. Is there anything more peak shitty control player than long tank play my 6-for-1? Like, I'm not mad that they had it. I am mad that they made me wait 20 seconds to find out. Like, come on, what other play could they have possibly had there? Yeah, also, can we appreciate the rebuild here? Like, this is a sick rebuild after the sweep. They are 100% a Niv deck missing blue mana. They have a second removal spell here as well. Sweep my legs again. Come on, just play a 5/5 and pass. Thanks. Did I miss lethal? Did I have lethal if I attacked with... No, if I wouldn't attack with that, then I'd still put him at 1. Alright. If they have a Clarion here, they get to gain 5 life. I think that matchup goes. I think you fucking die. I think the Amsterdam Venture deck is a good example of a deck that's just not very good into the turns deck. I think the turns deck pushes all of the mid-range decks out of the format. If you're going to play a deck like that, you need to punt that matchup. I'm pretty sure I talked about that in the deck intro, by the way. Oh, I could have killed the Wellspring with this because it cost 1 less. Holy crap. Wow, did I punt this? Could we have won this if I wouldn't have done that? Oh, they're still dead, right? Because I get to kill the Territorial Kavu here. And then they kill this, block this, they take 5. Okay, sweet. Thank you for pointing out that I missed that. This being cheaper from the Archaeomancer was not on my mind, and it definitely was. It's fine though, we still have lethal here. I guess I could have this face down card could be Lightning Helix. Yeah, that was the game where they played the Clarion on turn 3 chat and just destroyed our board, right? It was just like, LOL, grind you out. So anyways, we started blasting. We get to bring in our big brain sideboard plan here now, chat. Non-basic lands, you say? Mulligan to Ruinblaster. I've resubbed, please vindicate me. I think this deck's great, Biggins. If you're looking for something like this, I think it's a great choice. Let's go. Let's go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Beep do 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 do. Beep 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 beep. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Beep do 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 do. Beep 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 beep. Okay, so next turn we can go Burning-Tree into Prodigy into Burning-Tree into, oh my god. Oh chat. Oh chat. Oh chat. Oh chat. Oh man. Oh, chat! Oh, chat! Clary on me now, daddy! This is a pretty good turn 3. Come on! Oh! Oh! Yahtzee! Yahtzee! Papi! Oh my god, the Kavu dies! The Kavu dies! Oh man! Oh no! Oh, wait, come back! I wasn't done yet. Oh no. Chat, my magic arena locked up. It's all locked up. Oh, thanks for the prime Bossaman, for the biddies, masculine, and for the sub gift, Golgari. Oh, 10 sub gifts? That 10? Actually, I was 10. You are too kind, Golgari. A slightly above average turn 3. We have been saving our cumulative variance for a moment like that. It probably is too long to clip it all, unfortunately. Welcome back, Silent Nexus. Appreciate it. Thanks for the biddies, Beetle. Do I feel a daily deck dungeon? Yeah, this one's gonna make that game's gonna make the edited games channel. That game's gonna make the edited games channel for sure. I think if this was like a Stomping Grounds, I'd probably YOLO and keep this, but I think we'll mulligan without it. Seems like not super exciting because BT doesn't have anything to do with it, but this is a keep. Thanks, Crash. It was quite the turn. Oh, it did clip for you. God bless. A little bit less impressive than our last set of Burning-Tree Emissaries. I'll have to do, though. And honestly, that match kind of showed the sweet range of this deck, right? Like, we had that turn 3, but we also, like, ground out a Deafening Clarion in the first game. I would love some lunch, honey. You're my favorite wife. and my wife just brought me food, chat. It's a glorious afternoon. I think I'm gonna greed here and Visionary for a green source. And if we miss it, we'll Seasoned Pyromancer ditch this. Perfect. Okay. And now I think we just do this. Yeah, sick. Okay. To the person who asked about Faceless Agents, I've actually really liked these more than the Fauna Shamans. I feel like these give us enough redundancy while also being an extra form of card advantage. Zaramog, thanks for the follow. Yeah, the Faceless Agents have felt very reasonable. You just have so much grind. I'm actually just clicking submit against the other creature decks. Honestly, we should probably just put a 4th Ruinblaster in the sideboard. We'll just play a 4-card sideboard. We have 4 Ruinblasters against control. We'll clean up the sideboard after this. What I think we should probably do is we have 4 Ruinblasters for control, and then we should figure out some sideboard bullets for combo decks that we could run into, because our creature matchup seems reasonable. So I don't think we really need cards for that. I just want answers to various combo decks we could hit. Someone asking if the opponent's archetype is a thing. It's like a C, maybe a B list thing, depending on who you ask or where you look. It hasn't put up any results in any tournaments yet, but it's something that you hit on the ladder with some consistency, and it's looked impressive in some of its games. This is on my list of things to build and get to at some point. I've got a lot of decks in both. It's so tough, chat, having standard and historic both worth playing at the moment. It's taking me a long time to get to all of the decks I actually want to get to. It's a nice problem to have after so much Eldring for so long. Well, this is actually our last viewer's choice deck of the day, Sir Elk. So we had 2 donation decks to start the stream, and then we did 2 decks where chat got to vote from a list of 4 different decks that I had put together on what they wanted to see. And boy, am I glad Shamans won by a thin margin of 15 votes. This is a perfect end of the day deck. Just get to do our thing and be excited about it. Get to just make good mulliganing decisions. Yeah, there were 2 decks that each had about 1,300 votes or 1,400 votes. This deck won by 15 votes. Cathartic, very cathartic, yeah. These elementals give us plenty to board stall with. So if they don't combo kill us with Enter's play effects next turn, we should be pretty well set up to Rage Forger kill them next turn. Big sad. We're done. We're done, right? They're gonna kill us next turn regardless. Maybe, probably, yeah. See, chat, this wouldn't have happened to us in best of one. We should just be best of one gamers for this deck, maybe. Nah, chat. It's worth getting swept on occasion post-board to get to Goblin Ruinblaster the control decks. It's worth it. Fair trade-off. Sans gas. My wife sauteed up a box of potato pierogies with some red onion. Plenty of chunky butter on it. Nice and delicious. Land. Take that. Yeah, the consistency on your mana, I think, is a pretty big deal on average Rockins in here. Adds a lot of value. They take this trade, I'm pretty happy with it. Baby squirrels! No, I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat baby squirrels, chat. Maybe some of you carnivores at home eat baby squirrels, but I firmly am in the not eating baby squirrels camp. Going to 5. Going to 8. Deal. Do I eat adult squirrels? I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure adult squirrels are still meat. Need to reference my chart. That's really unfortunate that the Rage Forger triggers already went off. Visually, I had clicked this and the triggers hadn't resolved yet, but it is what it is. Yeah, these... So, we got screwed out of... a extra 1/1 counters on these things here, which is sad. Hey, Juju guys B, thank you for the 65 months, the almost 5.5 years. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome back. When you hit 66 months next month, we're gonna have a fancy new sub badge for 66 months. All right, we need them to not have land crippling fear, fam. If we can dodge land crippling fear, we can dodge a ball. Survey says. And they're dead. Oh wait, they could have returned to the ranks and kill us here theoretically, right? We could have died there to return to the ranks. Yeah. If they hit the right things. This only does 3. Yeah, I'm interested in playing with their archetype a bit. And I have to put it together and put it in the deck editor so we can get it up for deck voting sometime this week or next week. Hey, thanks, Captain Korf. Thanks for the dropping the prime off again, and thanks for 13 months. We immediately add this back to the queue. Someone could donate to add this one back to the queue, yeah. But I probably wouldn't play it again, today's Tuesday, till Thursday or Friday at the earliest. So I want to try it. I like to not do things on back-to-back days. So 33 months, Jay Miller. We have done a lot of winning today. We are up to 131. Chat, the rank doesn't matter, chat. We're having fun. That's what matters. For a good time, call Shamans. It has been a good time, Nintendo. It's great to have Historic not be a bunch of just guy control decks. Yeah, you gain and not only is the rank mostly meaningless, but you gain and lose rank at an incredibly volatile amount. Hey, sounds good, Duck. I really appreciate the support. If you'd like it just as soon as possible, I'm happy to run it back on Thursday. Let me know. Let's just draw Burning-Tree Emissary next turn and pop off, huh? Whenever we need a pick-me-up at the end of the stream. Sounds good. It is a great pick-me-up last deck. Woo! This Twitch stream is pre-recorded in front of a live audience. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out today for it. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. I'm in a giving mood, so I'm gonna let them draw a card here, I think. No, I wanted to let them draw a card. Yikes. Mistakes are made. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It no longer matters, chat. No, chat. The Seasoned Pyromancer means that I have to discard my Rage Forger. Am I not supposed to? Maybe I'm just supposed to skip the Pyromancer. I don't know. What do you want me to do? Not draw a bunch of cards? Collected Company. Collected Company. Yeah, let's just draw another one. I wasn't done drawing cards yet, opponent. Come back. Come back, opponent. Interact or die, chat. Interact or die. And honestly, even interacting with this deck isn't a guarantee to get out of it, right? Because we just have so much grind. Yeah, the white aggro matchup seems good for this deck. Sure. Sign me up. Elf into Archaeomancer Visionary. Visionary. Vision is scary. Start a revolution. Polluting the airwaves. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. 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 Beep. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. They have like a containment priest here? I think we actually Llanowar Elf here rather than Visionary because I want more mana for next turn. I want my next bit badge. That's exciting. Which bit badge is it, Duck Doolittle? I can't see because you have a number 1 next to your name. They have Redain here. They're like, they had so many companies last game. Despite all the rage, do 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 do. Farming on up the ladder, do 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 do, beat it dee, beat it dee. All right, let's fix the sideboard here real quick. Cause our sideboard's been mostly useless. Noise, Duck Doolittle. Okay, so like, what do we actually need in the sideboard? I think it's 4 Ruinblasters. I think we're mostly just not sideboarding in the creature matchups. Nice, Duck. Do we want like? Do I just want like some Leylines of the Void? For like graveyard hit, because like even if we draw them, this is fine, right? Yeah, like maybe Leyline and Roiling Vortex for anybody that's maybe trying to do free spells, then a couple of Reclamation Sage. Loaming Shaman's just pretty low power level. Nah, chat, you just go wide and, like, grind. Like, against the control decks, we're just gonna, like, board in Runeblasters to blow up their lands, and everything else is fine. The game 1 plan is really good there. I think like having Rex Sage for Grafdigger's Cage is fine. And I think Leyline is fine for graveyard decks. Honestly, yeah, I think I'm just gonna put the what is the Vortex? Is that the one we were talking about? I'm just gonna put 4 Vortex in and call it a day. Yeah. Let's just do that. Shaman of the Dead, thanks for the follow. Let's get one more good match with this deck. So if we flop around, we'll do another, but if this next match is good, we'll call it a day after that. It's been a great set. Just want to end on a high note to run it out. Thanks everybody for hanging out through the end today. Untap should update auto-magically when we start the match here. Is X attack ever worth using over mobility items? Yeah, sometimes. Cinderace is a good example of a Pokemon that can take X attack because you have a 5-second dash on one of your activated skills. So if your character has some baked-in mobility to it, and like you have range, so you can kite around the edges, X attack can be worth it for melting people for sure. Ooh, we might get mileage out of our sideboard. This could be Sultai Ultimatum. Greninja. Yeah, if you're on double team Greninja, X attack's probably fine if you want to try it. Double team has a 9-second cooldown. I don't know. I think it's worse on Greninja than Cinderace. Hopefully lethal. All right, we get a do-over. Hopefully lethal. There you go. Kill you on 4. That's what I'm talking about. Couple of Rage Forger triggers go on the stack. Interact or die, chat. Interact or die. The old -8. This isn't our first time playing this deck, by the way. We've played pretty close to this core without the Faceless Agents in the past. I think this deck is super reasonable. If you're looking at this and wondering, gosh, is that the average case? Like, that game was a little high rolly, but I think this deck is very competitive. Is it crazy if we're slowing down post board, just like cut the Llanowar Elves and board in these? I think this is probably a Goblin Ruinblaster matchup too, right? I think they're playing Sultai Ultimatum. I think I'm supposed to cut one of these two as the other thing I'm boarding out. They do have a lot of basics. Let's try this. Yeah, I know chat wants to blow up lands. I'm pretty sure I want to blow up lands too, right? Like they're a combo deck that needs 7 mana to combo. Run like 2 elves. I mean, at that rate, we'll just like we'll play 1 Llanowar Elves and we'll just palm it into our opening 7, right? Because you never want to draw a second Llanowar Elves, but you want to have it on turn 1. We'll just pretend it's paper magic. It is. I think that honestly might be the nicest part about digital magic. Not having to expend mental energy watching for people cheating is such a quality of life improvement. like actually just get to focus on playing the game instead of worrying about people scumming you. How common is it to run into a cheater at events? Well, they catch bad cheaters with some consistency. How many good cheaters are there? We'll never know. That's the thing, right? Like... And there's people casting 2 explores over here. I thought we were safe here, chat. I was wrong. So part of the thing about people cheating in Magic 2 is a lot of it has to do with intent as well, chat. So like, people, one of the things, and this is something that digital players don't know a lot, is that cheating doesn't mean you broke the game rules in competitive paper Magic. Magic is a complicated game that has a lot of moving pieces, and it's very easy to accidentally miss a rule or break a rule because of that. Even in non-competitive environments, you'll see people break rules unintentionally. Cheating in Magic is you broke a rule knowing that you were breaking a rule on purpose, essentially, is the differentiator. So it can be tough to know, like, is this an honest mistake, or are they intentionally trying to scum me, basically? Is something that could not always be clear. Look at these blockers, dude. Well, Kenzie, thanks for the quarter of year, welcome back. Fox and Master Key Gaming, thanks for the follows. And that's even before you get into layers of things like rules lawyering, chat. Alright, so you just like drop Rage Forger. Is Rage Forger lethal? They go block, they take 8. This is exactly lethal if they have nothing. It might be right to just kill their land here, though. If they have a way to kill this, and then they play a blue land, and they take a turn, and then they play Ultimatum, we lose. So it could be correct to just blow up a land here. Yeah, this is almost certainly an Epiphany. So, there is a chance that my play here is wrong, and I should just assume they have interaction and kill a land, assuming they have interaction. Because they do have a series of plays that kill us from here, because this is an Epiphany face down. It's a pretty specific series of plays, but I probably shouldn't give them the outs to have that line, basically. Okay. It's a shame we didn't have one more land. Pretty sure we're just supposed to do this here. Man, good chance we're dead, huh? We just company and hope for haste creatures and Rage Forger, right? That's fine. We'll get the next game on the play. I think for game 3 on the play, I'm gonna cut the vortexes and board the elves back in. Is my plan. Are they through enough of their one-ofs that this isn't deterministic? That would surprise me, I think. Yes, it's possible, though. I mean, their tank here is, like, trying to figure out, like, can they kill us with this, basically. So, Rage Forger is lethal. Company into Rage Forger is lethal. Oh, Company into Rage Forger is not guaranteed, right? Because I can't play this too with that line. So if I do this into this into this, I have 1 mana left over. God, did I miss a point of damage somewhere? At 3. Oh, I should have left green up for Visionary. Yeah. Alright, we'll take game 3 of the play. I think on the play I'd rather have Faceless Agent. Definitely want to keep the Ruinblasters, but put the elves back in so we can be faster while they're on the draw. Close game. The turn I played the second Rage Forger, if I would have Stone Rained them, they wouldn't have been able to sweep my board. I think I should have swept. I think I should have killed their land instead of playing the second Forger that turn they had removal up. I think the odds of them not having removal there and dying were too low, and I should have just interacted with them. Sure. They have Thought Season post board against my aggro deck. Alright, I guess. Teach their own. Really hoping to draw a Ruinblaster. Or Collected Company. How about 2 more lands, chat? I think we're looking to draw 2 more lands. Yeah, draw step next turn at least. Anti-discard technology, something. Is the part where they play Growth Spiral and then sweep our board next turn? Nah, they're gonna ramp and then sweep. Oh, they missed a land drop. Hashtag sometimes lucky, chat. So they're dead? They did. They could play a swamp and have a fatal push, but they are otherwise dead. Looks pretty dead to me. I mean, what do you expect me to do? Not kill 2 lands with the Ruinblaster, chat? Oh, it's only 1 land. Fine. It's fine. Alright. Alright, we'll call that good enough. I forgot they killed my Harmonic Prodigy. 54? Gasoline. This deck is sweet. I think there is a very real chance that this is the best linear deck in the format. And let's let this finish up and we could talk about why. So the big thing in my mind that makes this deck better than a lot of the other linear collected company creature decks in the format is that you're not just on collected company for your card advantage. Both of these generate extra cards, and Elvish Visionary, especially with Harmonic Prodigy, all of these generate so many cards. So you get to play 16 pieces of card advantage in your deck that also just kills on turn 3 sometimes. Yeah, the fact that we have such a powerful linear plan on occasion that also just grinds just feels so incredibly strong. Yeah, I honestly think Legacy Elves is a really good comparison. The deck also gets to play, like, you know, we have 24 lands with the Shatterskull Smashings. We have some utility lands in here. Honestly, I could see maybe if you wanted to try something like with the mana base, one question in my mind is like, are these deserts better than mono-colored creature lands out of the D&D set? Like, you should probably test Den of the Bugbear and others in there. That being said, I could see a world where, yeah, these are better because casting our 3s and 4 on 3 and 4 is so important, and a tapped land could really mess with our stuff. So, yeah. And playing more deserts can be tough because we do have a lot of double-colored things, so it makes it hard in the aggro matchup. So, if you're looking for something sweet and aggressive, this is definitely great. If you came in right at the end, we had an insane set that entire time. The best of it will definitely be highlighted on my YouTube channel, Daily Deck Digest, later this week. The full session, unedited, will be up on my regular YouTube channel.com/Jeff Hoagland here in probably about an hour once it's done processing or so. At any rate, I'm signing off for today. I'll be back tomorrow morning about 8:30 a.m. Central Time with some more Magic the Gathering. We're going to play about 4 hours of Magic, and then tomorrow night, Unite has a big patch this evening. So tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be wrapping up on Pokemon Unite again for people that are enjoying that stuff. So everybody, stay safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and hopefully see some more of you around again later this week.